So here is some solo hacking with Sybil. Kyle, just as always, look. Let's see. Oh, he's actually just put his other hand on. But anyway, you can see that we just set out on her. She is our lovely sports horse. She is only 5 years old, and honestly, she's an absolute beauty of a horse. She really is. Do you know, Kyle's just been tacking her up and left the door open, and she just wandered out onto the yard. Didn't run out, just wandered out. We just got her saddle pads on her back. I saw Kyle just go straight up to her, just get hold of her, pop her bridle on, take her back in, and she's like, oh, okay, no problem. She's just very, very settled. She's been very easy. Awful weather today. Hopefully next week we'll have some sun and everywhere will dry up so we can get riding a bit more. But honestly, this mare is just, let me just try and catch up. This mare is just a real sweetheart. She really is. So I'll bring a little bit more info, a bit more video in as we go along. Oh, it's a nightmare, this lane, when you, in fact, when we meet something, because it's one track, so I'm going to have to get back, reversed, or else we can't get two back, but 2 cars past even. But you can see there, Sybil behaving perfectly and hacking out on her own confidently. Okay, traffic jam sorted. Kyle and Sybil are back on their way out. I just wanted to show you her hacking alone. Obviously she has already done quite a bit of this hacking alone, to be fair, but it is always good to show you. She is a really sweet horse, and somebody's going to have a very nice horse here to continue and go on and do whatever you choose, really, whether that's flat work, jumping, hacking, fun rise, eventing, whatever. Okay, so you can see this little sweetheart hacking down here, no problem. And believe it or not, guys, I can't tell you how many horses don't like to ride past these houses. You perhaps can't tell on the video, but it's downhill. It's quite a decline downhill as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but they really do tend to sort of back off down there with the wheelie bins and everything else, and it just shows just how genuine this horse is. She's been very sensible, and I keep saying that somebody's going to have a lovely horse and that I've really underpriced her, which I actually think I have. So because at the minute it's so wet and I can't get out on the fields to show her to you as well, you know, she is very reasonably priced. I have got some videos of her show jumping, when I say show jumping, going around show jumps, some filler, you know, coloured fillers, everything like that. Her going and doing a bit of cross country through water. She's hunted all season, so she's good over the natural fences. So that shows actually just how good she is in the open spaces anyway, and just how sort of relaxed and safe and sensible and level-headed. So Kyle's going to go down a little bridle path and show you her in canter. But as I say, she's been very, very safe. Those of you that follow us will know we're very much a family run business. Those of you that don't and are just watching this for the first time, that obviously Kyle's my son, and you know, he's a good rider, but as I say, none of us want to be dealing with dangerous and quirky horses. So Kyle's got quite a good career ahead of him in a different sport, so cannot afford any injuries at all. So we really do nowadays stick to the... Oh, I was talking away there and I weren't videoing, so I'm not sure if that was my fault. But yeah, you know, we very much stick to the very straightforward, very safe, easygoing horses, and then you guys get some lovely horses as well. So we've had her living out for the first week because we are just overstocked at the minute. So we are struggling to keep up. So she had a week out. She's now in. I can honestly say she was good as gold out, but she absolutely loves the creature comforts inside as well. She's got a nice big rug on, keeping her warm because temperatures have really dropped. And honestly, guys, she is organic. She eats and eats. Whatever you give her, whatever you put in front of her, she eats. Ours are only on hay or haylage. They're not on hard feed when they're here because obviously they're here for a shorter amount of time. And so she just eats as much hay as you give her, she will eat. But she's very polite and she waits for her dinner time, her breakfast, whatever it is. And she's just super easy to have around the yard. There isn't really much more that a 5-year-old can do than what she does, to be fair, guys. So she's not particularly green. We can easily leave her in the stable for a couple of days and then just tack up and get on. We don't lunge before we get on or anything like that. We do just get straight on. Probably can't see her now. Kind of disappearing a little bit. But yes, we just get on, no lunging, straight out the stable. She doesn't come out fresh or anything like that. She's very, very, oh, you can't actually, I don't know if you can see the cows hanging over the gate there, at the fence even. But she's good with the farm animals. I'm hoping Kyle turns round shortly, unless he's going right to the bottom. If he continues, guys, I will switch the camera off and switch it back on as he's coming back up. But yeah, she's just been super sweet, this horse. And once she's filled out and got more of a summer weight on her, she's going to be absolutely stunning. She's very pretty now. So Kyle has decided to go right to the bottom, so I will switch this on when he's coming back up. Here we go. Here he is. Look how sweet she is. You couldn't ask for a excuse me, for a sweeter horse. Keep going. So Kyle's having a bit of fun there. It's a bit slippy as well. Okay, so as you can see now, Kyle's riding back from the canter and still nice and relaxed. Very sweet Sybil. Not excited, she doesn't hot up after she's had a canter. She just stays on the same pace. As I say, she's just a lovely, lovely horse. So anybody wanting a nice quality horse, perhaps you've got a lower budget to spend, then this horse is going to be one that you should really consider. She loads and travels fine. She's currently barefoot. She's coping very well barefoot actually. But if you were to do a lot of hacking, I'd perhaps have a pair of fronts on her. But she's been used to being loaded up and going out to do arena hires. Clearly used to being loaded up and going out hunting. The lady that she hunted with is a girl who will not ride anything that's difficult, doesn't have a massive amount of confidence. And needs to trust a horse and feel safe, and so she's hacked the whole hunted, not hacked. She's hunted the whole season on Sybil. She's just snaffle mouth. She's carrying Kyle really nicely size wise. Bear in mind Kyle's tall, guys. He's sort of in between 6'1" and 6'2", Kyle is. but at the same time she is a real sort of neat stamp of a horse. So, you know, she is quite a petite horse, and obviously would suit a female rider very well. So as good as she is, guys, I would like probably somebody more than a novice for her, because she is completely unspoiled. And I don't want her to be in a situation where she has to start teaching her rider. Although anybody who wants a very sweet, easy type, you don't have to be the most professional rider or horse owner out there. See Kyle trotting along. Obviously, we are only doing a short bit of road work here, guys, so, and I'm in the car. If Kyle was going further, he would have his high vis on. The purpose of the video is just to show Sybil happily out on her own, and obviously cantering and in the open space. So lots more videos available, just ask. And if I've not covered everything, feel free to ask any questions.